All right, the number one question I'm getting asked right now is, should I wait to buy a house? Now, despite all the doom and gloom that you're hearing in the media right now, it actually still is a really good time, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're new here, definitely subscribe because I'm gonna keep posting more information about the housing and mortgage market and really help you make a good informed decision. So the number one reason why it's still a good time to buy a house is the supply and demand. Despite what you're hearing, the supply is still really low. We're definitely starting to see supply increase now, but that's part of what happens every year. We see it go up, we see it go down, and at this time of year, we start seeing supply go up. So that's definitely normal. And as long as supply's low and demand's high, house prices are gonna keep going up. Okay, so when you look at last June compared to this June, the numbers are almost exactly the same. So when you're looking at selling above asking price, it's actually a little bit ahead of last year. It's 53% versus 52%. So there's still pretty high demand versus the supply levels. Also, the amount over asking is pretty similar. It's a little bit higher right now. And the houses are still coming off the market pretty quickly. So yes, we're seeing them wait more than a day or two like it was in the spring, but we're starting to get more normal. And that's not such a bad thing either. So really, when you compare over this year to last year, the numbers are almost exactly the same, and we're in a good place. Now, as we get to more of a normal market to where, we see houses that actually stay on the market longer without 20 bids at the very beginning that are all over, that's very, very healthy for the housing market. And despite what you're hearing, it's gonna make it so it's long-term, it's a much better play. So all that being said, a correction is coming. Now, before you start yelling at me when I just told you it's still a great time to buy a house, the correction is not the housing market getting worse or prices going down. It's just that the rate of appreciation is going to slow down. So a 20% year-over-year appreciation rate, it's great when you're a homeowner, but it's not healthy. It's not good for the housing market. It gets into a boom or bust cycle. So if you look at what most of the experts are forecasting over the next few years, what you'll see is that it's going to be 3%, 4%, 5% maybe. So more of a healthy range. You're still going to have appreciation, but you're not going to have the huge appreciation. Conversely, you're not going to have you're not going to have the boom, and you're not going to have the bust where home prices drop too. So once again, a really good thing. I know everyone loves to see their home prices go up when you own one, but in the long term, that would actually be worse than better. So really looking at all these numbers, yes, the housing market is changing. Yes, it's not as crazy as it was in the spring, but it's still really a good time to buy a house. If you look at the numbers, yes, it'll slow down, but compared to what it was last year and to more normal times, it's a really positive thing. So I hope this helps, kind of alleviate the fears. I know we're seeing the media go nuts right now. I saw an article today that just said, oh, the housing market's about to tank. It's not. This is not 2008, and we have not led us into the recession. Housing didn't cause the problems this time. It's a lot of different other issues that I can bore you with to death. Give me a call if you want to hear. But housing is still very strong right now, and it's definitely a good time. So what we're telling people right now is marry the house, find the house that you love, but date the rate, because rates are still high, but they're going to come back down too. So if you buy a house and it's a higher rate now, in a year or two, we're probably going to refinance you to a lower house. So marry the house, date the rate. Hope this helps, and definitely like it and make some comments if you have any questions or give me a call.